Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Hey y'all, if you're new here, my name is Brittany Devine. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell so you can see when I post. If you're not new here, welcome back. So today we're doing a video, 50 facts about me. Just to kind of let you guys know a little bit more about me. These facts are very random. They're not in any type of order. And as I was writing them, I realized I probably should have put them in order, but they're not in any type of order, you know, just to get to know me a little better. I know because I only do like try on hauls and things like that. And I kind of want to get more into vlogs, but I haven't decided if I wanted to do like weekly vlogs or like travel vlogs or business vlogs or what. So you guys can definitely let me know what you want to see from me down in the comments section, but let's get started. So first fact about me, I am from Charlotte, North Carolina. I currently live here, haven't lived anywhere else, but eventually I do plan on not like completely moving, but I definitely want to like live part-time here and part-time somewhere else. I am an Aries. My birthday is April the 3rd. I know a lot of people don't say it, but on my birthday coming up in 2022, I'm going to be 31 years old, and it's crazy because I just turned 30. So out of high school, I went to the Art Institute of Charlotte. My major was fashion merchandising and marketing. Fashion is my first love. It's always been my first love. Like when I was younger, I used to want to own a clothing store, or I wanted to do like styling. I definitely wanted to be a personal stylist or a personal shopper, or I also wanted to like style like photo shoots or fashion shows and stuff like that. I actually got a job in the fashion world like shortly after getting into college, and the side of the job, like the side of the field that I was in, like I was more so in like the fabric world. So the company I worked for, we used to dye, sell, and market fabric and colors to different clothing companies. So I would work directly with buyers to see which colors and fabric they wanted, and I loved the job. But being like in the office, like I'm too much of a creative to be like in an office, like strictly in an office. So that was that. And although I don't own a clothing store at the moment, I do have my own business, so my dreams kind of did come true. I plan on doing some other things back into my fashion world, and that's what I really wanted to devote like YouTube to, is because I love fashion so much. So I was just trying to figure out like how can I be in the fashion world without being in the fashion world, you know? And so like my try on hauls, like I'm gonna shop regardless of if I'm doing YouTube or not, but like my try on hauls and like telling you guys like how the fabric feels and how it wears and how it washes, like that's a part of me. That's me being a part of the fashion world in my eyes. So I think this is my first, well, as of now, this video would be my second video having my real hair like blown out. So I've actually been natural for about 6 years, and I rarely flat iron my hair. Like rarely. Like I was meant to say this year, but we're in a new year now. So probably like all of last year, I might have only flat ironed my hair like twice. I try not to put any heat to my hair because like one year, this is probably like 4 years ago, I was like in a rush trying to flat iron my hair. It was a Thanksgiving, so I was trying to flat iron my hair like before everybody got there, and I actually had the flat iron too hot and burned a little bit of my hair off. So after that, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this no more. And the crazy thing is, like, I've been flat ironing my hair since I was maybe 19. So it's like, girl, how'd you do that? My mom's a cosmetologist, my sister's a cosmetologist, like my uncle's a cosmetologist. It's too many people in my family for me to be burning my hair out. I'm kind kind of giving y'all these facts like all together, but whatever. So back to my business. I do own a business. I've been a business owner for 5 years. It was 5 years in November. I am a licensed esthetician, so I specialize in full body waxing. But my real specialty is Brazilians. Like, if you don't know, I'm the Brazilian wax queen in Charlotte. And if you are in Charlotte and you want to try me out, visit me at www.vluxlifestyle.com. I'm going to link that in the description box so you can see my website and see what other services I offer. And then also, there is a YouTube video for all of those who have never been waxed before. I have like a video with some tips and tricks and things like that, all the things I feel like you would need to know before you have your first appointment. So I'll also try to link that in the description box too. So after school, I mentioned that I went to school for fashion merchandising and marketing. After that, I got my CNA. Then I got my bartending license, and then I got my aesthetic license. So I pretty much want to do everything. Like, it's so many things that I want to do, and I feel like out of life, there's nothing that should stop you from the things that you want to do. Like, granted, some of those things I don't do anymore. Like my CNA, I let that go just because I didn't really, like, I thought I wanted to work in the healthcare field, but once I tried it, and I worked in a nursing home, so like working in a nursing home, you have to be like a certain type of like, that has to be your passion for you to be able to work in a nursing home, and that wasn't my passion, and I learned that very quickly. Like, I originally got my CNA because I wanted to like work my way up and possibly become a nurse because I wanted to work with like babies or kids, but yeah, no. Something weird about me is, I guess this isn't really weird, but I feel like most people don't like the dentist, but I love the dentist. Like, especially if you have like a good dental hygienist or dental assistant or whoever that like do the cleaning before the dentist come in. Like, I love the dentist. Every time I go to the dentist, like, I leave out feeling like teeth on clean, you know. Like, I love the dentist. I know a lot of people hate the dentist, but I have no problems with the dentist. So a lot of people don't realize this, but I'm actually really shy. I'm really shy. Like, if you know me, like, if you really, really know me, then to you, I'm not going to be shy because you know me. So, like, I was talking to my cousin one day and I was telling her, like, I'm super shy. And she's like, no, you're not. And it's like, girl, duh, because you know me. Like, to people that I don't know, I'm real shy. Like, if you ever see me out and I'm not, like, with my, like, circle of people, like, I'm either off to the side a little, like, I'm just real kind of observant at first until I kind of feel the vibes of the room. And if I start to like the vibes in the room, then I'll start to open up. But if not, then I'm just going to be shut down. Like, one of my sister's friends, I had went to this little event with her. And she was like, every time I see you, you never talk. And it's like, yeah, girl, because I probably didn't like the vibes in the room. Like, I'm really, really shy. And I'm very protective of my energy just because I feel like if you're if you're one of my people, like, if you're somebody that, like, is in my circle, then you get all of me. And I'm really, it's probably a defense mechanism because I don't really like to show people who I really am. Like, and I don't know if that's like an Aries trait, because I feel like I talked to some other Aries and they're kind of like this too, but I don't particularly like to show who I am to people that I don't really know, just because I'm, like, very vibrant and I feel like my energy is really like a light, and some people can be really draining. And so a lot of the times I'm just kind of like, not even standoffish, but I'm very much reserved until I fully get to know you. Like, especially if I like you. If I like you, I'm gonna be real awkward for a while. And I hate that, like, I be trying, like, I'll have a whole pep talk with myself and be like, you're not gonna be awkward, you know, you're just gonna like talk normally, and it just is, I don't know. Like when I like somebody, it's just, I be real shy, like real shy. Until like, but the more I'm around you, the more I open up. And then sooner or later you're gonna be like, damn, you was holding all this back, like I had to get to know you first. I saw a post and it was like, every bad bitch is a little awkward, so. Although I'm shy, I love to dance. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably done seen me post some stories of me dancing because I love to dance. And I don't care where we at. If it's a song that I like, I'm gonna dance. Now, if I'm around people that I don't know, I'm not dancing. If I'm around like my people, I'm dancing all over the place. So I have 4 siblings and I have 10 nieces and nephews. Technically, I have 14 nieces and nephews. Technically, I have 16 nieces and nephews. Technically. Because I count my two of my cousins, I count their kids. But I had 10 from my brothers. So it's 5 of us in all. Me and my sister don't have any kids, so my 3 brothers have all the kids. So yeah, my 3 brothers have all the kids, and then I claim 2 of my cousins' kids, and they both have 3 apiece. So it's a lot of babies, but I love it. Like I really want my cousins and like I really want my sister to have a baby, but I want like my cousins and siblings to keep having kids, so y'all, I don't have to have none. Like eventually I want kids. And I remember being like 25 saying like, or no, I remember being like 19 saying like, I'm gonna have kids by 24, 25, you know, be done having kids by 28, and you know, just live my life. And now I'm 30 and I'm like, girl, what was you thinking? Not having no kids until 25? No ma'am. I know a lot of people say like, oh, you have your kids when you're young so you can grow up with your kids and everything, but looking back at my life, having a kid at 25, hell nah. Hell nah. Hell nah. Seriously though, like hell nah. And it's not even just like, it's just a whole bunch of stuff, like who I was with, like financially. I had just started my business. Yeah, nah. So a lot of people don't know this, and when I tell people this, they never believe me. But I'm from 2 hoods in Charlotte, and every time I be like, I'm from this and I'm from this, or I grew up over here and I lived over here, and people be like, nah. And I can't help that I talk really proper. Like, I can't help that I don't sound like where I grew up, but my dad was born. My dad is from Girltown and my mom's from Bakersfield. I equally spent time on both sides. Equally. My grandma didn't know this at the time, and my mama didn't know this either, but we used to walk to the store from grandma's house on LaSalle. So if my grandma would have known that me, my sister, and my cousin was walking to the store with tea, we would have been in trouble. Because if you're from Charlotte, so my grandma used to live off of Jennings Street, which is right off of LaSalle. So from Jennings Street to Bakersfield, if you're in a car, it's like 2 minutes. Walking, My grandma would have. My grandma would have made us go get some switches real quick, but she never knew. I spent a lot of my time in that food line off of Bedford Road. A lot of my time. And then like Grilltown, like my grandmother still lives in Grilltown, so we spent a lot of our time over there too. Every day after school. Used to live. I can't claim this because I was a baby, but we used to live in Double Oaks. We used to live right off of Monroe Road, like right down the street from Grilltown. So like I spent an ample amount of time on both sides. But once we got older, like we moved to like, well, we've always kind of stayed on the east side of Charlotte. So I'm from both sides, y'all. I'm happy to have come from where I came from because like, granted, my parents did what they needed to do so that we wouldn't have to do, but like it's a humbling thing to know like, okay, this is where you're from, or like this is what your life could have been, but it wasn't because your parents worked hard for you not to have that life. So I am super appreciative of like how I was brought up and how I was raised and where I was raised. Like I'm a proud Charlottean, born here, raised here. I'm gonna move, but I'ma still live here. And you know it's crazy. So like working, I meet so many people. I meet so many people from so many places. A lot of people that aren't from here. And every time I tell somebody I'm from here, like born here, they be like, "Nuh-uh." And it's like, why would I lie about being from Charlotte? Or they'll be like, "Oh, okay, you're from Charlotte. Where were you born?" And I'd be like, "So, you know, there's this hospital downtown. They changed the name to Atrium, but it's CMC Main." I was born on a Wednesday morning, like super early in the morning. I think my mama said I was born at like maybe 8 a.m. or 6 a.m. Maybe 6 a.m. But yeah, you know, I'm from Charlotte. A real Charlottean. I know we're unicorns, but it's a lot of us here. Like, it's still a lot of us here. We just don't be out and about. And it be so many of y'all making the traffic bad. Ugh. And people always talking about people in Charlotte can't drive. And actually, it's all of the people that's not from Charlotte, because y'all be the ones on the highway. We know how to get where we going. Y'all be on the y'all be the ones on the highway with y'all phones in y'all hand because y'all don't know where y'all going. Except my best friend, but she don't live here no more, so I can't say nothing. But she was one of them people that didn't know where she was going, and she from Charlotte too. Crazy. She would literally call me and be like, "How I get here?" And this is before we had like maps and stuff on the phone. This is back when MapQuest was here, so I had to be like, "Girl, are you by the BP or the Bojangles?" You know. I love seafood. Like anything out the sea, I'll eat. I've tried pretty much everything out the sea, I feel like. I mean, of course, for like stuff like, I don't think people eat shark. And if they do, why? Or will, why? But like for the most part, all of the things that people normally would eat out of the sea, I feel like I have eaten them. The weirdest thing out of the sea, to me anyway, that I have eaten is octopus. And I think it was because it was whole. Like, it was a baby octopus, but it was whole. So I like squid. Like, I love calamari. But the baby octopus was just way too big for me. And I feel like maybe if I would have just ate maybe like the tentacles and not like the whole thing, I don't know. It was just weird. Like, it wasn't nasty. It wasn't a bad taste. It was just weird because it was like, I'm eating an octopus. But like, I like eel. I like mussels, oysters, crawfish, crab legs, lobster tails, you name it. I like it. I've even had sea snails. Like, I've eaten a lot of stuff out of the sea. I like seaweed. I love seafood. I love water as well. I know a lot of people like ill water but I just feel like as an adult, if you don't like water, what's wrong with you? Like some people don't like water, or some people feel like they need to put things in their waters. Like I don't like anything in my water. Like I know a lot of people do like the detox water where they put like mint and cucumbers and strawberries and stuff. Like I would rather eat the cucumbers and strawberries and drink the water versus putting the cucumbers and strawberries in my water, because don't mess with the taste of water. Like water is good by itself. So I know I said that I wanted to live here part-time and live somewhere else part-time, but like my ultimate goal is to move to an island. I feel like I was supposed to be on an island like I feel like my family should be on an island. Like I feel like I should have been raised on an island. Like I love the water. Like I love being at the beach. Like I love the warm weather. Like everything about an island is love for me. The only thing I don't like about the island is the humidity. So I'll never be able to wear my hair like this, but it's okay because I'll be by the water. So that's all that matters. I'm the person who checks her emails in the club. It's me. But my emails is where I find out what money I'm making. So I'm checking my emails all the time. I check my emails more than I check my text messages. I'm one of those people. I check my text messages, don't get me wrong, but I check my emails way before I check my text messages, because I need to see who booked or who paid or who needs something shipped. Like I always check my emails. So my first time on a plane was 2021, right after my 30th birthday. It sounds sad when I say it out loud. Because why was that my first time on the plane? But like, not to say that I've never been anywhere before. Like I've been to the Bahamas and stuff, but 2020, April of 2020 was my first time on a plane. And ever since then, I'd be feeling like, okay, I'm about to fly somewhere next weekend. Like I want to fly somewhere every weekend. Like that's how much I love flying now. Like you can't pay me to take a road trip. I'll take a road trip to somewhere quick like Atlanta because that's right down the street. But like anywhere further than like 4 hours, I want a plane ride. I want a ticket. I'm booking a flight. Anything longer than 4 hours, I'm booking a flight. That's it. I like to listen to a lot of trap music. I love Future. Like I feel like I sell drugs in my car. Like some new artists that I've been liking a lot lately is I think these guys are like from Detroit, so I like Babyface Ray, and I don't know if his name is Crispy Life or that's just what he said at the beginning of his songs, but I like them, and it's like another guy named Mike. One of my friends put me onto this music, so like I like to listen like trap music, and they be talking about some crazy ass shit, but the beats is what gets me. So I love to listen to trap music. I love, like that hood music, Young Scooter, Rollo. Like I'm a trap queen at heart. But I also love like Larry June. Like every morning, I wake up and listen to Larry June. Like I put Larry June on the first thing in the morning because I just feel like he's so motivating. And also because he's an Aries, his birthday is like 4 days after mine, I think. And we're the same age. Like I feel like we be talking about the same shit. Or he be talking about the shit that I be doing. Cause I don't be talking about nothing. But like I just feel like he's very relatable. And I don't know if that's just because we have the same sign or what, but I just feel like a lot of the stuff that he talks about in his songs is like legit stuff, like stuff that you need to be listening to. Granted, he talk about pimping and stuff like that, but you gotta talk about something. But like the saving and like being healthy and like doing things to make your life better, like very goal oriented. Like I like that about him. So with all of that, like I listen to a lot of trap music, but I really truly miss the days when R&B was R&B. Like I miss the days when artists used to go outside and sing in the rain in their videos, or like, you know, be begging and pleading for that lady to come back to them. Or, you know, like, I miss that music, like the music that make you, like, you gotta make the ugly face to sing. Like, that's the kind of music that I miss. Like, I feel like my parents' type of music is the R&B that I loved, or the R&B that was like in the 90s. Like, those were some real love songs, y'all. Like, this R&B, I mean, you got some, but it ain't nothing like how the 90s was. Like, I really like Blast. He's kind of like a singer rapper or whatever, but he ain't gonna go outside and cry in the rain. So my first concert I ever went to was a Beyonce concert. It was I think it was in 2006, and it was her self-titled CD tour, because I was in 10th grade. Yeah, that was my very first concert. It was in Charlotte. And after that, I never missed. Okay, I missed one Beyonce concert after that. Like, after that show, like, I went to all of them, and then I missed one concert. I was so sad too when I missed that show. I'm so ready for COVID to be over, because we need another tour of Beyonce. Like, you can go and sing all the same songs you sung at the last tour. Like, we just need another concert, please. So earlier I said that I love water. I actually drink a gallon of water a day. Some days are better than others, but for the most part, I try to drink a full gallon of water a day. I normally like to carry around like the gallon jugs, but lately I haven't been able to find those. So the water that I do drink, I can drink 8 bottles of those, and that's a gallon. So I definitely be trying to hit my water goal, because this skin needs to stay flawless, okay? Flawless. So I mentioned that my granny lived off of LaSalle, Beatty Square Road, and she had a lot of land, and I want to say she had like 4 different gardens, but there was like greens, turnips, beets, tomatoes. She had a peach tree. Like, she had so much stuff in her gardens. So like, that's who I got my green thumb from. Like, I have a video on here of me showing you guys how I replant my how I repot my plants, and I got my green thumb from my granny. She always had flowers like blooming everywhere. Like, walking up to her porch, she had like 2 flower gardens on the side. And like, back then, so here's another little fact about me. I am afraid of bees. I hate bees. Like, I like bumblebees because I know they can't sting me. But like the yellow jackets, hornets, all of those bees that can sting, wasps, hate them. Hate them. So when I was 3 years old, I might have been like 4. I think I was probably like 4 years old, and we were like at my grandmother's house. It was me, my sister, my cousin, my brother, and I think it was like 2 other kids, and we were playing hide and go seek. And so across the street from my grandmother's house was this man's house, and he had like I think it was like a rose bush in his front yard. So I think me and somebody, I can't remember who was with me, but me and somebody were hiding behind the bush, and it probably was my sister, and we were trying to get to base. And I remember like my grandma telling us, do not play around the bushes. And I wanted to get to base, so I was thinking like, go through the bushes. I was young, and I went through the bushes, and I got stung in the butt. And y'all, I didn't get stung by 1 bee. I got stung by 2 bees. Like, I remember, oh my God, I remember this like it was yesterday. Like, I remember running through the bush, and it was like immediately I was like, ah, and I like holding my butt or whatever. And like, I ran in the house to my grandma, and I'm like crying like, oh my God, you know, like I'm in pain or whatever. And so I had the bees in my hands, and I didn't want to show my grandma because I was scared. Like, she told me not to run in the bushes, and I had ran in the bushes and got stung in the butt. So like I had the bees in my hand like this, and I was holding my hand out like I didn't want to show her, but I eventually opened my hand so that she could see that I got stung by 2 bees in the butt, y'all. By 2, not 1 but 2. I was hurting. I knew I never played by them bushes again though. So that I didn't even write that fact down, but it just made me think about it, thinking about her flower gardens. But I said all that to say she had like so many flower gardens. So she had like so many flowers in her flower garden, and like we literally used to kind of like stand at the front of where the flower garden started and watch the bees go back and forth across. And we would wait until the perfect time so we could run through to make sure that we didn't get stung by no bees. So y'all, long story short, I hate bees. So not only did my granny teach me how to garden or how to grow things, because I do have 20 houseplants of my own, she taught me how to cook. Like with her having gardens, I feel like everybody in the house got a job. So when I was younger, like I was skinning potatoes or helping her snap the peas or like making toast. Like we all had a task. Like my sister used to make like some of the food with her, like fry some of the things, but like I was always on toast duty if I was making breakfast. So my grandma was the first person who like really taught me how to cook. And like I say this a lot, but I really appreciate having my granny. Like I feel like nowadays people don't have real grannies. Like they have grandmas, but they don't have grannies. You know, like my granny was born in 1920, so a lot of the things that she knew how to do, like people don't even do anymore. Like my granny taught us how to wash clothes like without having a washing machine. Like she used to have like the little wash pan and the wash little board, like, and she used to have the what you call them, the clothesline. So we used to hang the clothes outside with the little clothespins and stuff. Like I feel like we learned real life lessons of things that you need to know just in the event the power go out and you're out of power for 2 weeks. Like I know how to wash clothes because my grandma taught me, or I know how to grow like food because my grandma taught me. So like I'm very appreciative to have like a granny like her, or have had a granny like her to show me so many things. So I love my granny. She passed away 5 years ago, but a lot of people be asking like, what is this on your neck? So this, you probably can't see it, but this is my granny's signature. And red was her favorite color. Like red, she always wore red on her nails. And I remember being younger, like, ugh, red's for old people. But girl, I love me some red on my nails now. Granny knew what it was. Some more things I love. I love to read. I've actually been slacking on reading now, but I know sometimes y'all can see my little book collection when I'm doing my try on hauls, because it's like on the bookshelf in the background. So I love reading. I actually am looking for some more books to read, because a lot of the books I have right now are like very informative, and I don't really like to read fiction books just because I just feel like that's wasting your time, you know? Like granted, it's good to read because you're like helping the brain, you know, but I be wanting to read like history stuff, or like what really happened or what's happening in the world type stuff, you know, or like things like about food or what we should put in our bodies and stuff like that. My favorite books is The Richest Man in Babylon. Like I feel like once I read that book, that really kind of transformed my thinking of how I should move in business and stuff like that. So I do like a lot of books that like make me think or make me want to do more and things like that. Motivational books, I guess you can say. But then I read books like Behold a Pale Horse or 1984. If you're watching this, read 1984 and then come back on this vlog video and tell me how you feel about it. Especially in the world that we're living in right now, read 1984. The unedited version though, because the edited version it's edited. So I'm not really a big TV watcher, but if I do watch TV, it's mostly on the ID channel. Like, I love murder mystery shows, or like shows about serial killers, or like sometimes like on ID channel, if you watch ID channel, they have like shows like Disappeared and stuff like that. And although I will watch those shows, I typically don't like them because I need there to be an end result. Like, there's no ending to Disappear, because for the most part, they never figure out what happened to the people that disappeared. Like, there are some episodes where they'll put like at the end, like, oh, the body was found here, or such and such, this, but for the most part, they don't find those people. And I be wanting to know what happened to people, so it's like I don't be liking to watch Disappeared or nothing like that, because it's an open end and it leads me to think. Like, I would rather be like, well, this serial killer killed 35 people and now he in jail, and he told us why he killed them. So I love the ID channel. I'll probably watch everything on the ID channel except for body cam. So another fact about me is I hate pink. And you probably can't tell because every time you see my nails, I have pink on my nails. But pink on my nails is the only place I will wear pink. I might wear it on my toes, but that's very rare because white polish on my toes has had me in the chokehold for about 10 years. But maybe a little less, maybe about 8 years. But the white toe polish, the white toes has had me in the chokehold for a long time. And I don't think I'm ever going to be released of that chokehold. I have enough clothes to wear black every day. I love black, y'all. If you watch my try on hauls, then you know that I love black. And some days I'd be like, I'm not going to buy any black, and then I end up buying all black. So I've been trying. I've been getting better though. Like, a lot of the things that I have been buying lately haven't been black. Like, haven't been black. Like, some of them have. So my last try on haul that I did, out of the entire thing, I only had 2 black pieces. So I'm trying to get better. It's a work in progress. I probably will never stop buying black, but I definitely will introduce more colors into my wardrobe. I love going to the mall. Like, I would rather go to the mall than do online shopping because of like COVID and how things have been going with like stocking and stuff like that. I have been shopping a lot more online, but I would rather go to the store. Like, I like to like feel the clothing and touch, like touch it and see how it stretches and stuff before I buy it, versus like, because online I feel like you're taking a guess. Like, pictures never look how the clothing really looks. And then sometimes like the picture might look like that and then you get it and it be like, this ain't what I thought it was, or it don't fit me like you thought it would be. So I would rather go to the mall and go shopping any day before I do any online shopping. Like, take me to the mall now. I'll drive to go to the mall. Like, I'll drive to go shopping now. Like, I remember we used to drive to Atlanta all the time just to go shopping. Drive to Atlanta, go shopping, go eat, and come right back to Charlotte. Like, I would drive to go shopping. I would drive to go buy something. Like, I've been trying to furnish my shop or find things to furnish my shop, and like, all the IKEAs have been out of something that I wanted, and there was the IKEA in Norfolk, Virginia that had it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna drive there. It's only 5 hours, but I would really probably fly there and then drive back. But I don't like driving in Virginia, so never mind. I hate Amazon. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with Amazon because I feel like everybody who talks about Amazon has such good experiences, and then there's me. Every time I order from them, or for the most part, every time I have ordered with them, like, they always saying that they deliver my package and my package is never delivered. Or like, they'll deliver it and then like I won't get it until 3 days. Or they'll deliver it to somebody else and they'll open it and then they'll have to redeliver. Like, it just be so much with Amazon. Like, I probably only had maybe like 3 good experiences from Amazon, but the rest of the times, trash. And I don't know if that's because of like the drivers or what, but how do people steal packages and they don't know what's in them? You could be stealing a box of like peanuts. Like, why are y'all stealing packages? So another fact about me, I am very territorial. Like very. Like, don't call my best friend your best friend because she's not. Like, I'm so territorial, it makes no sense. It's actually kind of like sad because like half the time I don't even really like sharing my appearance with my siblings. Like, I'm very territorial. Like, I hate when my sister be like, my dad, like, girl, this is our dad. Like, I was at my parents' house one of these holidays. I can't remember which holiday. It might have been like Christmas Eve. Yeah, it was Christmas Eve because my sister had to work. So I'm at my parents' house. You know, my mom cooked brunch that night, and we just like watched movies or whatever. So my sister FaceTimed, and I'm like, girl, I'm spending time with my parents. Bye. I'm very territorial. Like, it's bad. I don't like sharing my people. I do not like sharing my people. And I try not to show it though, like, especially like if it's somebody that I like if it's a dude that I like I really try not to be territorial. Or I try not to show that I'm territorial, but I'm very territorial. Don't touch my man, don't look at my man, you know, like you can look at him, don't say nothing, and don't be overly friendly either, because you laugh a little too hard, I'm gonna come over there and sock you. I'm so territorial, it don't make no sense. Like, it is what it is though. So I love working out. I feel like my weight has always fluctuated, but fluctuating or not, like, I really do like working out. It like especially like when you can start seeing the changes in your body. I feel like once you start to see like the changes, then you get addicted, and then it's like, well, let's just keep working out. Then you start feeling bad about missing days and stuff like that. So like I like to work out. I really would rather like work out outside. Like, I like hiking or like riding my bike and stuff like that. Like, I would rather hike. I could hike Crowder's Mountain every day. I love hiking. Like, I love being outside, but I hate bugs, which is weird. I hate bugs. I like ladybug. I don't even really like ladybugs, to be honest. I like butterflies. I do like butterflies, but I like butterflies because of my grandmother. Like, my grandmother loved butterflies, so we used to catch butterflies at her house. Or we used to get the caterpillars and put them in like the mason jars and create like the little homes for them. Like, I love caterpillars and butterflies, but anything other than that, I don't like no bugs. Lightning bugs, like, we used to catch lightning bugs where we were younger, but those three, other than that, I don't do bugs. So I am a night owl. It's really bad too, and it's my mom's fault. I blame my mom, because my mom will be up all night. Like, my mom was texting me the other night at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then she called me and was like, why are you not answering? Like, girl, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, go to sleep. But she know, like, we be up. Like, my mom's a night owl, I'm a night owl, my sister's a night owl, even my nephew's a night owl. That's crazy. Like, I'll be on Instagram, and then I see my nephew like on Instagram too, like, boy, go to bed. But I can't say nothing because I be up too. And I feel like a lot of the times, like at night anyway, like, I'll be sitting idle, so it's like, okay, well, let me do something on my computer. And then I start doing stuff on the computer, and then before you know it, it's 2 a.m. and I'm just up. And it's currently about to be 1 a.m. right now. It's 12:56 a.m. And I'm doing a video. I try to be a morning person, but the nights get the best of me. Like, I can be a morning person. I like waking up in the morning and like working out and getting my day started, and I like to be out of the house at a certain time. But like, if I'm not on a schedule or like a routine of like waking up on a certain time, then I'm gonna stay up all night. And if I stay up all night, there's no waking up early, because how I'm gonna wake up at 7 if I just went to bed at 4 a.m. Like, the other night I was up until 5 a.m. just up looking stupid. So I'm a very blunt person. My sister tells me this all the time, that I'm not the person to put on speakerphone. I say what's on my mind. I'm the person that thinks after she talks. Sometimes I think before. Most of the time I do think before, but then I still say what be coming to mind, just because I be telling the truth. Like, it'd be different if I was lying, but I be telling the truth, you know? And I'm not like a hurtful, blunt type of person. Like, for instance, if you have on something that I don't think is that cute and we going somewhere together, I'll be like, that's what you wearing? You know? Like, I'm not a person like, ooh, girl, take that off. But I'll be like, oh, that's what you wearing? But my sister like tells me all the time, like, I'm definitely not the person to put on speakerphone. But I say what's on my mind. I feel like everybody needs a friend like me, you know? Like, because a lot of people always sugarcoating stuff, or like they won't tell you the truth, but I'm going to tell you the truth. You ask me, that's because you want to know, so I'm going to tell you the truth. And if I add a few curse words, you know, that's just to put a little razzle dazzle. So I know I'm a girly girl, but I love sports. Like, I love football and basketball. I used to want to play basketball when I was younger, but my dad would not let me play basketball. And I would tell y'all why he wouldn't let me play basketball, but I ain't gonna tell y'all, because, yeah, nah. But I remember being younger, wanting to play basketball, and my dad would not let me play. Like, he taught me how to shoot, but that was it. So like now when I be posting like my little stories and me like shooting threes and stuff, it's like, I know how to shoot, I know how to dribble, I can almost do a layup. But yeah, no, my dad would not let me learn how to play basketball when I was younger. So my last fact about me is, we all have this one celebrity crush, or a crush on some person that you probably shouldn't be having a crush on. But I say this from the bottom of my heart. I love Future. And I don't care how many kids he got, I'll be the 15th baby mama if I have to. Love, okay? Love. And for the people that know me, like, y'all know, I mean this when I say I love Future. I don't care how many kids he have, okay? I named my baby after him, and he got a long name. Nah, but seriously though, like, I would be Future's 5th, 7th, 10th, 11th. If it happened, it happened. But let me stop, for my crush be watching this video. I'm just playing, baby. Nah, but thank you guys for watching. I hope this lets you in a little bit more about me, you know, get to see more of my personality, get to like really kind of see who I am, or how silly I am, because like I'm really goofy. Like, to know me is to know that I love to laugh, and if we can laugh together. But I hope this lets you guys know a little bit about me, or get to know me a little better. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, comment below and let me know. Let me know what else you guys want to see from me, and until next time, bye.